What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back for another review of Basketball Wives. This is season 11, episode 3, and the episode is titled Ice Queens. So we start the episode off with Evelyn. She meets up with Brittany, and they talk about the dinner that was had on the last episode. So Evelyn, she thought that she was going to be able to get some type of apology out of Vanessa, but girl, you thought wrong. Because for some reason, Vanessa is standing 10 toes down on the fact that you ruined whatever Amy and Carl had going on. So Brittany, this is when I realized that this girl has a brain, because she actually called Evelyn out a little bit, like, well, the same way Vanessa is defending her friend, that's what you did to me. Because you decided to insert yourself when it came to the whole Brittany and Shaq situation. At the end of the day, Brittany don't even know y'all. She don't know y'all. She don't owe y'all nothing. She's not friends with Shaunie. Hell, Shaunie ain't even a cast member, so she's not even dealing with her all the time. Why did y'all ever think that this girl needed to check in or mention something to Shaunie? No, that's not how that works. So Evelyn, she does not feel like she was defending Shaunie. But I'm just like, girl, you're the one who, when you saw Brittany, you were like, so, do you think you're going to marry Shaq? That was you doing that. Even though you said, Shaunie doesn't care, she must care. Somebody cares in this situation. So Brittany, she actually says that, Shaq is the one who reached out to her first. And according to Evelyn, she heard otherwise. Girl, who are you hearing this from? Because it's only two people having a conversation. It is Brittany and Shaq. They had this conversation over DMs, text, whatever. Brittany is just now showing you her phone. You are making it seem like you had already heard this information. AKA, it sounds like Shaunie took her ass over to Shaq and was like, so, this is who you dating? This is who you talking to? The new girl on my show? That's what it's giving. So it's giving Shaunie absolutely felt some type of way, if you ask me. Because who else would be Evelyn's source in this matter? She ain't got one. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and move on to the fact that Brittany, she actually, wants to throw a little get together for the ladies, but Evelyn says she won't be there because her daughter is turning 30 years old and she's going to be celebrating with her. So they talk about how Brittany is really missing her son right now. Now, I cannot imagine how that must feel to be away from your son, not only because he has to spend time with his dad, but also because now she's living in LA. So this is an added layer to the fact that she won't be around her child all the time. Because later on, which we'll get to, it seems like the child is actually going between her mom and her baby daddy. Because, she's out here filming in LA, but at the end of the day, she's trying to make a huge sacrifice so that way she can provide for her kid. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and move on to the next scene. So we actually see Vanessa. She is talking to this Amy lady, y'all. And she explains to her how Evelyn's friends, they had Evelyn's back and nobody was there for her at Shaunie's dinner. Now, y'all, this whole time that she's talking to her little friend Amy, you would have thought that Amy was confronting the woman that messed around with her fucking husband. Because Amy was giving supportive friend on the phone. Amy had no hate, no animosity, sounds like nothing for Evelyn. Like, the fact that Amy seemed like she completely moved on, she's in a good place, further lets me know, Vanessa, you definitely need to let this go, because you are just making things not only worse for Amy because you're making it messy, but also you just out here looking dumb because you fighting a battle that don't even need to be fought. But y'all, let's go ahead and move on. We next see Jen and Jackie. They got together. They clearly have squashed their beef. They both seem to like Brittany. And that's all I got out of that conversation. Oh yeah, Jen was talking about how great her man is. Good for her. Moving on, we actually see Jaceel and Brittany. They meet up. They have matching red hair or whatever. And next thing you know, Vanessa, she shows up. And then you have Jaceel giving some great advice like, girl, This stuff happened 10 years ago. It don't even have nothing to really do with you. You just need to go ahead and move on, trying to form your own opinion and relationship with Evelyn. Let this hurt go. So the next person to arrive is Clayana. Again, y'all, where is her intro? Where is her, you know what I mean? Backstory. I guess we're getting it now because she let us know that she's the ex of, what's his name? Andre Iguodala or whatever. That's who her baby daddy is. But I just still feel like they just threw her in the mix and she ain't got no connections to nobody. Y'all could at least made her pretend to be somebody's friend. Come on now. But nonetheless, this is like a group of all the newbies that want to get to know each other, right? So we learn a little bit more about Clayana. This girl was actually very smart, okay? She was in school to be a lawyer or whatever, but she ended up getting pregnant. And I'm just like, wow. So your life completely like flipped upside down once you met this NBA player. Then we also had Jacille. She tells us about how, you know, her partner is in the WNBA. I'm about to say NBA. She's in the WNBA, and how they will play one season in America, and then for the next 6 months, they go play overseas. I'm like, that is crazy. Like, the way that they have treated the WNBA versus the NBA is crazy. Now, I know that right now, I feel like there's so much more support behind the WNBA because, you know, the Aces, they just won the championship and all of that. But I mean, like, we have seen celebrities in the crowds. We've seen other NBA players go to support their games. And honestly, I feel like ever since Kobe Bryant passed away and the media made notice of the fact that he supported the WNBA, I feel like people have made more efforts to support them. But that's just my theory. Yeah, that was pretty much that scene between those ladies. Oh, besides the fact that Brittany decided to invite them to a little event that she was having. I think that they were going to go ice skating. That's right. So that was that. We saw Brittany have a conversation with her mom. I got nothing out of that scene. Let's move on to Evelyn and Vanessa. So Vanessa basically came to meet up with Evelyn. She apologized because her plan backfired. And I'm standing on that. I think her plan backfired. And she had to apologize because there was nothing left for her to do. So then she starts crying about the fact that she basically had a miscarriage because of her own husband and his consistent infidelity. Now, girl, I'm not saying that you cannot compare situations, but every time you mention your husband at this point, it gives us another reason why you need to leave him. Every single time that you have mentioned him, it has something to do with him with another woman. That's a problem. So Evelyn, you know, she apologized for all the negative things that she said about Vanessa. And that was that. So now we have Jen, Brooke, and Jackie meeting up. Okay? Basically, this was a whole setup for Jackie to apologize to Brooke. And that's exactly what happened. Jackie apologized because she wasn't there for Brooke. She didn't check in on her like she should have. And she had to own up to the fact that she should have been there for her friend, even if she didn't know how to. But Brooke, you know, she actually accepted the apology and she wants to move forward with her friendship with Jackie. Oh, I also forgot to mention, Brooke had a scene with her dad earlier in the episode where they talked about how they both have had to grieve losing a child. That's heavy. That is so heavy. But I love that she does have the support of her father, you know, to tell her like, hey, you got to keep going. You know, you're going to get through this grieving process. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get to this ice skating rink. None of these heifers can skate. Okay, let's start there. Brooke and Jennifer, they don't even want to participate. Okay? Now, my thought is this. Those two heifers is old. They are not trying to break any bones and hips. And you already know they're not trying to mess up any type of work that they done had done. So, I get why they want to sit this right on out, right? So, here's the thing. Okay? these two are talking or whatever. And Brooke, she's like, I know how to handle Jackie moving forward. And I'm just like, well, did you tell Jackie that? Because I feel like Jackie thinks that y'all about to be besties and it don't seem like y'all are. Nonetheless, Vanessa, she ends up telling the ladies, she's good with Evelyn. They met up, even though she still feels like there was an ambush at Shawnee's dinner. Now, girl, that was not an ambush. You were arguing with Evelyn. Once Evelyn walked away, yes, Brooke had something to say because you was out of pocket. Okay? So, Brooke, she does say that I don't want you to feel attacked. That was never my intentions. She actually apologized. So I'm like, okay, cool. All the ladies are having a fresh start. Great. Nope, things are going to go downhill real fast. Starting off with the fact that Brittany has already been drinking, okay? Baby girl is knocking cups over and all of this stuff because her mom called her crying because, what's his name? The baby daddy. I don't even know his name. The baby daddy basically had her waiting outside of his house for 30 minutes and then told her, oh no, meet us at this gas station so that we can do an exchange of this child. I'm like, you know what? That sounds crazy. Like, it's mind-blowing to me when people, they get to the point where they have to do an exchange of their child or children, and they have to do it at such a public place like a gas station. Like, damn, you have that much heat and beef with somebody that they can't pull up to your house and pick the kid up? That's crazy to me. I'm sorry, but that is absolutely crazy. But like I said, Brittany is already, feeling a type of way because of that, right? So, like I said, she knocking cups over, and everybody's like, girl, are you good? And she's like, yeah, she good. Now, Brittany looking a little off, okay? Straight up. Brittany looked like she was not in this world. So, Jacille, she kind of changes the subject or whatever, and she's talking about how she's throwing a party for her fiance because she's coming home, and she wants Clayana to help plan it. Now, y'all, when the hell did Clayana say she was a party planner? I never heard her say that, so this sounds random as hell. But I get it. Producers probably told her, throw Clayana's name in there so that way she can get mixed into the group. Hell, Jacille is barely mixed into the group. But nonetheless, the cold part about it is that she keeps calling this girl Kaylani. She called her Kaylani here, and she called her Kaylani when they had that little picnic. So everybody's kind of laughing about it. And Jen is like, yeah, we need to get to know you. Like, basically, who introduced you to the group? Who is your friend? Who is your connection? Which is what I've been saying. No offense, but the way Basketball Wives is set up, or not even just Basketball Wives, a lot of these reality shows, when they are bringing a new person in, there's always this idea that they are connected to somebody. Even if they really don't know the people, you have people pretending like, oh, this is my friend, or oh, we met them at such and such place. The problem is that when this girl was here, even though she already met the other the other 3 ladies. No, she met 4. I take that back because she met Jackie. I do feel like even Jackie could have stepped in and was like, oh yeah, we met her at such and such. Or Brittany or somebody could have been like, oh yeah, let me introduce y'all to Clayana. Nobody did that. So I feel like Jen was hella confused. Jen did not know if she was a friend of or if she was a cast member. That's what I think is happening. I really think that Jen and Brooke probably were confused on if she's just like one of Brittany's friends that just happened to be around, or is she an actual cast member. So even in her confessional, Jackie, she was like, this girl has a wall up, and we just trying to get to know you. Now, again, I don't think that, to me, Brooke and, what's her name, Jen, were coming from a harsh place. However, Clayana is like, I'm grown, I can stand on my own 10 toes. What the hell was all that? Girl, they don't even know what you do for a living. What are you talking about? And now you have Brittany talking about, so yeah, I'm co-signing this. What the fuck are we watching? Y'all co-signing? We're using terms co-signing? Be for real. So, Brittany, like I said, she over here barking up a storm about standing 10 toes down and having your own name and all of this. And I'm just like, again, ma'am, the misdirected aggression, I'm not understanding where it's all coming from. So, Brooke, she ends up standing up, and now that forced Brittany to jump up. Here's my thing. Brooke, you shouldn't have got up out your seat. However, when she got up, it didn't seem like she had, like, any malice intent to me. Like, I feel like she was just standing up just to stand up. I don't think that she was standing over Brittany. She wasn't even really trying to walk towards Brittany. But then once Brittany, jumped up and was ready to fight, it was over. So Brooke is telling her how, you're out of pocket. And Brittany, for me, Brittany's doing a lot. Okay? Because now you have Brooke and Brittany throwing digs at each other. And I'm just like, wait a second, y'all were just cool. Like, literally just cool. What is this? So, Brittany, she tells Brooke something about her surgeon. You have Brooke saying that this girl is shaped like a boy and she's a whore. I'm just like, this is too much. Because next thing you know, Brittany throws a drink at Brooke straight in the face. I said, baby, I have no idea who is teaching the reality TV drink throwing classes, but sign me up. Because the way that shit splashed on Brooke's face was quite similar to the way Letitia almost drowned when Kiki threw a drink on her on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I said, oh Lord, who's teaching the classes? Because I need to sign up. Now, y'all, that was the episode. Let me know what y'all think. Are y'all Team Brooke, Team Brittany? Just let me know. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all on my next review. Bye, guys.